a report came out from BMO, and it's their latest real financial progress index. Maybe we can throw a banner up and about. So essentially, they've done a poll of potential buyers and Canadians on how they're looking at the economy right now. And now 74% of respondents now say they're concerned about a looming recession, which is up sharply from just 60% just a month ago. And they're saying, and with affordability worsening, half of Canadians now believe home ownership is less attainable than it was a year ago. I'm not seeing that personally. I'm not seeing that it's less attainable. It actually feels more attainable to me.
You know what? I agree with.
Am I way off on this?
I think that it's like a tougher pill to swallow. You know, back when we were selling mortgages at 2.5% interest, people would take out a big one and the payments were tolerable, right? When you looked at it, you're like, okay, that's huge, but also we're getting a whole lot of property for it. And it was like, seemed like that's kind of where we needed to be in order to support the wild market that we had. I think it is attainable. And, you know, I'm finally seeing, you know, on mortgage applications, incomes are coming up. Like now I'm really seeing it, whereas before we were sort of struggling with that balance. I think employers are paying more. So this could be a mindset issue. You know, I was talking to one of the real estate agents in our office this week because they when they publish the market stats or whatever, it looks like dog shit, to be honest. It looks like things are sitting. And I said, like, what if have you dug into this? What happens if you strip out all the condos that aren't moving? What does the rest of the market look like? It's like, it actually looks pretty tight. You're like, things are selling at like a good market value. Housing prices for detached properties have not dropped, like almost anywhere in the GTA, they haven't dropped. It's very stable and people are trading again. But if you look at all the condos and stuff, it paints a really terrible picture. But that's not really, it's not really a good look as you start to zoom out.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the overall number, we've got more supply than we've had in ages. And a lot of that is condos. You'll see that those are sitting at the price that they're being sold, you know, wanted to be sold for or listed at. Whereas then we're getting, at least here in Toronto, we're getting multiple offers on well-priced family homes where in good school zones, well-marketed. If it's a nice property, people are bidding on it. People are, and there's not like multiple offers on everything. People are able to go out and make offers because there are a lot of people that are unnecessarily on the sidelines right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we look at the detached stuff, that's what we need to produce more of, right? So when you look at supply and demand for that particular dwelling type, then the demand is still very high. So I mean, like, it's good if you're a homeowner. There's no panic about your property losing value. If you thought that it was going to be traded like a stock, and you know this time next year you're going to be up $200K or something like that, it's probably not the case right now. But with lower interest rates, look out, because that would definitely, I think the confidence would come, or the overconfidence would come right
and
back.
that was one of the things. The share of prospective buyers waiting for rates to fall before making it move remains high at 67%. So 2/3 of people are waiting for interest rates to come back down. Just on that note, actually, sir, let me hit this first. What's notable is that 38% are holding out for rates 3% or lower. I'm waiting for rates to come down back down below 4% right now.
Oh my goodness. Right now, they're for a property like that we're talking about, a detached, you're sitting around 4.5%. So yeah, I'm also waiting for, you know, what do we get? A 3.8 would be an absolute dream. Might set the world on fire. But
fixed rates have been going up recently. It's not like fixed rates are continuing to come down. People are waiting for the Bank of Canada rate announcement before they make a move. One, the Bank of Canada is not going to be lowering rates. And two, it has nothing to do with fixed rates, which everybody is taking right now. Fixed rates have been going the opposite direction. They've been going up again. And so I think people need to get that through, is that you need to make a move on locking in an interest rate right now, because it's not coming below 3%. Home prices are not going to drop further than this in the near future, unless you want to wait for a 1-bedroom condo.
And those may drop still,
Sure.
as investors, consider what their future could look like holding that property, what rents will look like.